Well, hello, everybody. I thought I'd hop on here today for just a brief story. So, I want to take you back to when I was preteen. I was watching the movie Soylent Green, and that's with Charlton Heston and Edgar G. Robinson. It is a classic apocalyptic movie. In fact, it may be one of the earliest apocalypse type of movies that was made in Hollywood. And I remember my mother wouldn't let me watch it. So I was over at my friend's house and they were watching it. This was actually when it got onto TV. And the movie horrified me. And yes, I probably shouldn't have watched it even at that age. I was so taken back by the horror of the planet and how people were living in cities devoid of any nature, never knowing what, vegetables and fruits and like real food was. But anyhow, there was this one scene with Edgar G. Robinson that I will never forget. And he decided to do euthanasia. So he went to this building and he signed up for it. And they brought him into this room that he was in alone. And it had this huge screen in front of him. And I guess they gave him some kind of injection. I can't recall. But so he was dying and he was watching. They turned on this movie on this huge screen. And it was images of meadows and sunlight and the birds flocking by the water and flying through the air and wild animals in the woods and just beautiful nature that we can experience any day of our lives when we go outside, when we even look outside. But he was watching this scene and he said something to the effect of, I knew it was real. And he had tears in his eyes. That moment in the movie touched me so deeply that at my core, and I don't know if I said these words out loud, it doesn't really matter because I said them to myself. Even if I said them out loud, I said, that is not my future. And those words as a 12 or 13-year-old have stayed with me throughout my life. I mean, I kind of forgot about that. I mean, it's not top of mind every day, but it was there. Actually, I think I kind of brought it up when I was journaling at some point and remembering that scene and my response, my young, innocent, uh, authentic, as you can be as a 13-year-old, Maureen, said those words. And I wanted to tell you about this today because I'll just circle back. Those words really were almost like my soul was reaching out to me to remind me of what I need to do in this lifetime. And I think we all have these moments when we take a stand and they're really a defining moment in our lives. And I think it's important to recall those defining moments in our lives when we are stepping up in some way and taking some stand and saying, this is who I am. Unapologetically, this is who I am. And that is a calling that we need to really listen to. We need to recall those moments in our lives that we've taken that stand and we are feeling at a very, very deep level that this is my purpose here. So I guess my purpose here in my own little way, in my own little world, is to make sure that that is not my future, that apocalyptic scene, a future that is completely devoid of the beauty that we have in this world. And I think it's always important to remember this, but right now we are in a very liminal space. We are in what shamans call a threshold. So we're standing at a threshold. The door is open for all of us. We don't have to try to find the door. We don't have to try to push it open. It is open and it's asking for us to just walk through. and to remember who we are at the most authentic level. Whatever it is that we've come here to stand for, we need to remember that. And so at this very critical time, I mean, this is in March 2026, if you're listening to this later, whenever you listen to it, it's your maybe call to step through that threshold. We've recently had the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees in Aries. And Aries is the sign of renewal, of beginning of a cycle. It is the very beginning of the zodiac. It is where everything resets. And that is kind of a catchphrase, is that this is like the great reset or the Genesis reset for humanity. We are in that threshold collectively as well as individually. We must awaken to what we are here to stand for. So I just wanted to share that. And I hope that has given you some pep in your walk today, or maybe some reflection of what is that pivotal moment or moments in our lives that really felt so authentically us. And I think one of the important things to realize is that it is something that just bursts out of us. It's not anything planned. It's just something that bursts forth from deep within. And once we say it or think it, we know it to be true. And I should also add that it could be a dream that we woke up and went, wow, that was so moving and profound to me and who I feel that I am. It comes in many, many ways. It could be out in nature. It could be in a conversation. It could be in a classroom. It could be watching a movie. It could be in a dream. Our soul is calling to us to awaken to that. And I just want to share that I do spiritual mentoring sessions with people who are looking for some guidance in that. And you can find information below in the show notes. So I look forward to hearing from all of you in the comments below if this brought up anything for you, if this has helped you in your path today, and look forward to chatting.